What do you call it when you drop marijuana on the floor? Drug abuse. If you're thinking that it should be legal for some reason to have it or consume it, I'll tell you why I think that it should be illegal at all costs. Today I will talk to you about what the costs are to having it in your possession and why it should not be allowed here at all in the U.S. One of the reasons I think it should be illegal is because it causes a higher death rate. I know it causes a higher death rate because according to www.procon.com, 130 or more die yearly of marijuana. Most of the time when there's been a report of an overdose, the majority of the time, the death cause has been called an accident. Studies from drugwarfacts.com shows that out of 38,329 people, a third of them have died from marijuana overdose. Another reason that I think should be banned is because if you take it and do survive, you have to go through a lot of therapy. StudyHealth.com took an interview with a kid that used to smoke or take it. Then he said that even though he got caught early taking it, even after therapy, he never felt the same way again. If it is caught early, you have to take at least 3 to 5 months worth of therapy, and not including all the things they have to teach you. And if it's caught late, you have to have 6+ months, along with all the things you have to teach. If you don't get help soon, most likely it will catch up to you and then slowly take over and kill you, according to StudyHealth.com. Along with the fact that you have to have a lot of therapy, another thing is that will happen is that you feel a lot different. And like I said, as soon as you take it once, you're hooked, because it's really addictive. Something you will experience is that you will be very disoriented, as well as having hallucinations, delusions, and impaired memory, says Rense.com. You will also notice that you talk slower, as well as thinking slow, and there's been some reports that you start to feel like you're outside of your body. After all those things start, then everything in your body will also be slower, and when enough is consumed, your body will shut down. Now I know you're thinking, but why can't we use it for medical purposes? Well, if used for medical, then the person is done with the medication, they get addicted to it, says MSN.com. The study show from MSN.com says that 9 out of 10 people that had it for a prescription got addicted to it. And also, they say that there are things other than marijuana that can be great, that work great and not near as addictive. At least 17% of deaths are caused by marijuana are made from medical marijuana. If you have it on a counter and a child comes in and sees it and takes it, that means they will get curious and consume it, and they're going to get addicted to it, according to StudyHealth.com. It's like, well, okay, but what about that it can make a lot of money for government, sellers, and businesses? Well, according to MarijuanaBusinessNews.com, you can very rarely make money legally from selling it. And on average, 23,000 sell it, and majority is caught, according to Examiner.com. The punishment for them depends on how much they had. There's this guy that, because he had sold a lot, or at least had a lot in his possession, because he had no probation, he had to spend 55 years in prison. And also, if you're caught, you might have to pay at least double or maybe more money than what you made from it. That's if you get probation. But again, that depends on how much you sold or took. Okay, so today I told you how the effects of marijuana and the punishments are for having it, as well as signs of someone who has consumed it. I told you also why we can't have it for medical purposes or to make a quick buck. So next time you hang out with your friends and will act unnaturally slow, or once you take something that you don't know, that you know you shouldn't, and you don't recognize, don't take it, and remember my speech and think, is it worth going to jail or dying over this?